Yeah, so I'm still trying to record this video. But Loki is being super cute. I don't know if you guys can see him. Loki, you say hi to the people? Hey guys, it's Nia the Vixen of Fiction here on YouTube. I'm also on Twitch and Instagram. You can follow me there. Today I am going to do my wrap up. I'm going to wrap up and let you guys know what I read for the month of February and March. I already did January, so if you want to go take a look and see, it's marked under the January wrap up and you can check that out. February, I'm going to tell you, went really well, and then March was not as good as February was, but it wasn't terrible. I did get some reading done. I only read 3 things in March, but that's okay. I also got a reread in there, so I did a couple of rereads. February was full. I enjoyed just about everything that I read, so overall I'm going to say February and March were good reading months. I just didn't get to read as much in March as I wanted to. We're already in April and I've already got a couple of things that are on my TBR. I've got them started, so should be good. I reread The Princess Bride for the book club that I do, scripting the book. We did an episode on that. We watched the movie and we read the book, so if you want to know what we thought, just go ahead and check that out. And I also reread Bridgerton, The Duke and I wasn't sure if I was going to reread them because I already read the first 4 books. I haven't read the second 4 or 5 because they also did one for the mom. So I haven't read those yet, but I probably will end up reading those as well. That was book 1 of the Bridgerton series, The Duke and I, for scripting the book. And we also did The Chronicles of Narnia for scripting the book. I love that one. Yes, the book that let me know that I really love fantasy and different worlds when I was way back in 1st grade. It's one that just means a lot to me. So I was glad to get to reread it. My new reads were mostly by Black authors, so that was fantastic, and I got a lot read for the month of February. I read The Love Con by Cerestia Glass. And that one was about a girl who was in a cosplaying competition, and it is friends to lovers. I liked it because I like that trope. I know that a lot of people are like, friends to lovers, that doesn't make sense because they've known each other this whole time. Why didn't they fall in love before? But I like the way that it was done, and I believed it. They had their reasons. The conclusions were done well. So it did deal with some microaggressions, and I liked following the young woman's journey and the relationship between the 2 of them, finding out when they met, why they never dated, and you get all the information. I thought it was well done. I know this one had some mixed reviews. Some people were like they just weren't into the friends to lovers trope, but I like it, so I was good with it. And of course, cosplay, yes please. Then I read Wings of Ebony, and this one was really good. I was really intrigued about the world. So it's her and her sister, and you know, she's doing everything she can to protect her sister and keep her sister safe. Meanwhile, all of this other stuff is going on, and she's lost her mother, and she's trying to reconcile a relationship with her father, and things take a crazy turn. She's like the only Black person, her and her dad, and so, you know, that's a little sketch as it is. So I mean, if it was me, I would be highly suspicious the whole time. I found myself being suspicious of characters that I shouldn't be suspicious of, but you know, it's just the nature of the way that the story is written. You don't know who you can trust in it, and it was pretty good. So that was a good read for me. Really liked Legendborn. You've got a teenager, she gets accepted into a program at the university, which I recognize a lot of the places that they went to in the university, so that was really cool. And it's got a lot of elements that I really enjoy with secret societies and all of that kind of stuff. And again, with the characters, like you don't know who can you trust, who can you not trust. It was done really well, dealing with some very sensitive topics. Overall, it was a good read. The next book that I read was Finding Eden by K.R.S. McIntyre, and it's the second book. The first one was Saving Eden. This was a very short read, very easy read. You're in a world that has mutants, and they're trying to navigate this world after things don't go so great, and and they've got to work some things out. I don't want to spoil anything, but it was a good read. It was a good second book to the first one. I also read The Conductors. So good. Conducted by Nicole Glover, and the next book is on my TBR. So it's historical fiction and fantasy combined. This was really good, very intriguing. That one was one that slipped in on my TBR. I had not planned on reading it and ended up reading it. I also read the first two books of the Last Hours series by Cassandra Clair. I read Chain of Gold and Chain of Iron. I liked them both more than her other series. Looking forward to reading the next book in this series. Cassandra Clair is kind of hit and miss with me, so this one I liked. This one was a hit for me. Also, probably anytime you combine historical fiction and fantasy, for me, it's just kind of like amps it up a little bit, so very happy about that. Glad I picked those up. They weren't on my TBR initially, and I just decided to give them a read, and I'm glad that I did. And so you'll find I'll put stuff on my TBR all the time, say, oh yeah, I'm gonna get to that, and then I never do. So we'll talk about these, and let's go to my favorite read of the first quarter, Amari and the Night Brothers. This is a middle grade book. So good. This is the book more than any of them. I think I'm looking forward to the next book. Like, I want the next book and I want it now. If you've got a middle grade reader, or if you enjoy reading middle grade yourself, I would recommend this one. I enjoyed it so much. I'm just looking forward to the next book. I can't wait till it comes out. It's not coming out fast enough. So Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston. Excellent, excellent. So now those are the books that I read for the first quarter. Very happy about my first quarter reads. And moving into the second quarter, I've already started. We're at the beginning of April, and I'm participating in NaNoWriMo, so I don't know how much reading I'm going to be able to get done, but I want very badly in the second quarter, I want to read these two books. These are the two books that I'm most looking forward to reading. I've been wanting to read them. I tried to read them in February, I tried to read them in March, and I just could not find the time. I just couldn't squeeze it out. And they're two that I really just want to sit back and enjoy. So we have Far Sector first by N.K. Jemisin and Jamal Campbell, and I just want to really have time to look at it and just look at the pictures and get into the story. I just haven't had a chance yet. And the other book that I'm looking forward to, Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Sue Lynn Tan, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm trying not to read any spoilers about it, which is really kind of hard because it's getting a lot of buzz, but there are some readers who like the type of books that I like who have said that it's really good, so I'm really looking forward to it. So that's Daughter of the Moon Goddess. Then a couple of romances that I'm gonna give a try. I'm gonna like Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert and Below Zero by Allie Hazelwood, and we'll see how those go. I've also added to my TBR Passenger by Alexandra Bracken, and I've also added The Undertakers because I read The Conductors, and now I am looking forward to reading The Undertakers by Nicole Glover. Now for my book club, I don't know if I'm going to reread Dune. Probably not. I reread it, I think, last year, and it was a struggle, and now I actually want to reread it, and I don't have time to reread it. So that's so sad for me. We're also doing The Viscount Who Loved Me by Julia Quinn for Bridgerton Season 2. So those two, The Viscount Who Loved Me and Dune, I'm possibly going to be rereading for my book club, Scripting the Book, and you can watch those episodes when they are posted, or you can even join us live sometime. That is my wrap up for the month of February and March. That is my first quarter wrap up. I hope that you enjoyed this. Let me know what you read. What are you planning on reading for the upcoming months? These books, I read them. They were good. Yay. These books, I hope I get a chance to read them in the second quarter. Second quarter is already super busy, but I did say I was going to get back to books, and it is important to me that I find time to read every single month. So I'm going to do my best to make sure that that I do that. Join me. Let's keep reading. And you can catch me on Scripting the Book, Authortubers React, or Writers Wrap Up on my channel. You can join me live. I think everything I do live except for these videos right here where I'm recording my my wrap-ups. Those are the only things I don't do live. So catch me sometime if you want to join me and chat about things in the writer and bookish community. I would love to have you. And that is all I've got for you today. Loki is sleeping. He did so good. He did so good. He loves this new sweater that he's got. Anyway, thank you all for watching and have a great one. Bye. Is that the neighbor? He won't stop? Yeah, we're gonna have to find a new time to do these, aren't we? Oh.